Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out with the greatest, Katie Taylor. Pleasure to be in your company and to meet you here in London for, as we can see in the background, the biggest fight in women's boxing history and the biggest fight of your career. Pleasure to meet you first of all. How's things with you?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, everything's great with me. I'm just super excited about April the 30th and so happy that this fight is finally across the line in the biggest fight in female boxing history, like I said, headlining in Madison Square Garden. This is such an historic event.
I watched your Ariel Helwani interview about a month ago now, and you were kind of on the verge of getting things sorted, and you were just saying how excited and how desperate you were for this fight to be next. How delighted are you that it's finally here as well?
Yeah, very, very happy. I've wanted this fight from the get-go. I think ever since I turned pro, I had my eyes fixed on two opponents. One was Pursuing and the other one was Serrano. So I'm so happy that this is actually across the line now. I'm only interested in the biggest fights possible in this sport. And I'm only interested in the very, very tough fights. So, yeah, this is incredible. And just headlining at Madison Square Garden as well, the first female headliner. This is so, so special to me.
Yeah, it's crazy to think everyone's seen the DM between you and Eddie now. How many years ago?
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago now. So in a few short years, here we are in the biggest fight headline at Madison Square Garden. So I'm so happy.
And it's crazy to think what's come after that. Obviously, to the left of us now, we're going to have 4 women boxers on the stage of the press conference before you guys. That's not even you guys included. So just how far women's boxing come. It's just a crazy experience to be a part of.
Yeah, it really is. That's it. This fight isn't just special for myself and Amanda as individuals, but it feels like we are bringing the whole sport up with us as well. And we it does feel like this is exactly the sort of legacy that we wanted to leave in the sport, and perceptions are changing, and that's incredible.
Do you need this fight now? Because obviously, like you said, there's been 2 names on your mind for a while. Is it the perfect time for this?
I think it is the perfect time for this fight to happen. Obviously, this fight was scheduled a couple of years ago and it fell through a few years ago. So I think it is the perfect time for this fight to happen.
And as you said, it's fallen through a couple of times. How key was Jake Paul in making this fight finally happen?
Yeah, he's obviously had a huge part to play in making this fight happen, and along with Eddie Hearn, obviously, the fight was obviously fell through a few times before, and now that it's actually across the line, I'm so happy that obviously Jake Paul is a part of this event.
And Clarissa Shields came on Seconds Out about a month ago, and she mentioned how she believes your fight with Serrano is actually bigger than hers and Marshall if it's happening. How does that feel to hear her say that?
Yeah, I mean, Clarissa's obviously one of the biggest stars of the sport right now, and her fight with Savannah Marshall is absolutely huge as well. That's exactly what women's boxing needs. It needs big fights like this, and I'm obviously excited to see that fight myself. So for her to say that is a huge honour.
And last of all, what did you make of her fight at the weekend? I'm sure you would have watched, and obviously the backlash with her and Savannah afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, her fights are always very, very exciting, super skillful, a great performance, and the stuff afterwards, the trash talk, and that obviously just builds the fight as well. And they're two outstanding fighters. Savannah has a big heavy punch. Clarissa is super skillful. It's a very, very interesting fight, and I'm actually very, very excited to watch that.
Yeah, so am I. Just lastly, prediction for April 30th.
I'm not really one for giving predictions, but I'm obviously training to win the fight. I'm expecting to come out victorious, and it's going to be a great performance. I'm expecting this to be the best moment of my career.
Brilliant. Really appreciate your time and best of luck. Thank you.